race fans, this is Bob Burback for California Raceway Video from the fairgrounds here in beautiful Madera, California, bringing you the Western States USAC Midgets and the WSMRA Modifieds here tonight. What a great setting here for tonight's races, co-sanctioned by the Bay Cities Racing Association, California's oldest sanctioning body. Thunderstorms in the mountains, clear and bright and warm here in Madera. We're here at the 16th annual Vukovich Classic, and here's a good look at Bill Vukovich Jr. Lots of great scenery around here in Madera, California. A fair atmosphere going on here at the USAC Western States Midget Races. Lots of good looking folks waiting for the races here to start. All right, in qualifying earlier tonight, car number 12X, Mark Eckberg, real fast guys in WSMRA competition. 12 flat. Won the last two races here at Madera. All right, earlier tonight, of course, WSMRA Supermodifieds qualified. Your top qualifiers for this race, of course, we just took a look at 12X, Mark Eckberg at 12 flat. Number 10, Troy Regier at 12.010. Right behind him, Randy Bauer, Rebel Jackson, and Lance Tatro follow your top five. All right, and here's a look at Bill Pittman, your fast time qualifier for the California Asphalt Modified Association, of course, CAM Modifieds. Bill in number 45 turned to 13.220. He's the association's president. Dan Vanderpool, Gene Herzog, Lauren Reed, and George Greenway, your top five qualifiers for tonight's competition. All right, USAC Western States competition. One of the big stories here tonight, Ricky Shelton, your point leader, blew his engine in qualifying. Car number 67, Chad Nichols on his qualifying run. Nichols, a Madera resident, quick around this place, kind of his home track, you might say, with a 14.220. Car number 3X, Sleepy Trip, continues to look for feature event win number 100 in USAC Western States competition. Of course, Sleepy winning many more features than that, and a former national champion on the USAC National Circuit. The 15 car of Greg Tracy having his problems coming out of turn number 4 and in turn number 1. Jimmy Screeton in car number 45 through turn 1 and through turn number 2. Through 3 and through 4, on the gas hard, Jimmy Screeton turning a 14.270. Scott Hansen, let's talk a little bit about Scott and his dominance, his dominating performance at Cajon Speedway the last time the Western States Midgets saw asphalt. Car number 33, Scott Hansen, always a rocket around this place, turning in a 14.240. All right, USAC Western States Midgets qualifying results. Rick Hendricks at 14.070. Tripped Mark DeBeaumont in the number 51 card, 14.170. Nichols, Hansen, Floyd Elvis at 14.250. Quick run from Floyd. Jimmy Screeton at 14.270, and Lloyd Hammond at 14.290, your top 8 qualifiers. Ricky Shelton having his problems here tonight in qualifying. Ricky is a scratch for tonight's races. Going into tonight's race, Ricky Shelton comes in with a 3:13, Rick Hendricks at 3:05, Pancratz, Kofer, Flock's not here tonight, Robbie Flock, 2:43. Boat, of course, not here at Indianapolis this week. Scott Hansen, Klepper Toohey, and Jason Leffler are your top 10. All right, and car number 64 is your multi-time BCRA Midgets champion. That's Terry Targetti.
BCRA Midget driver Tom Bonet, who lost his life April 5th during the running of the Spring Open Wheel Classic. On the track at this time, driving a memorial lap for his friend and fellow competitor, is BCRA President Terry Targetti. Tom Bonet was 33 years old when his life was taken. He is survived by his wife Teresa, stepson James, father Richard, mother Marilyn, uncle Art, and his cousin Glenn. The April 5th event in which Tom's fatal accident occurred was the start of his second season in the full midgets. Tom raced in the midget light division in 94 and 95, winning the car owner championship in 95, while finishing just 25 points back in the driving title race. Tonight, we hope that each of you will remember Tom in your thoughts and your prayers. Tom, may God bless. We'll miss you. Thank you very much.
All right, race fans, here we go. Madera Speedway presents the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Here's the first dash. Cam Modifieds into turn 1. Green flag flies up the back straightaway. Here we go. Car number 17, Dan Vanderpool, takes the lead coming out of turn number 2, leads lap number 1. 48 car of Bill Pittman in second. Good run for third and fourth here. Car number 10, Gene Herzog, being pressed by Reed. Reed gets around the top. So Vanderpool, Pittman, Reed, and Herzog. Good look at Reed up the back straight, or good look at Vanderpool up the back straightaway. Camera friendly, car number 17. Boy, is that a pretty car. They're still mixing it up here for third and fourth. The conclusion of lap number 3, coming up the front straightaway here for the final time. Dan Vanderpool wins the Cam Dash. All right, we'll talk to Dan here in a little bit. WSMRA, we're going to run 4 quick ones in the dash. The 16th annual Vukovich Classic up the front straightaway. Here we go into turn number 1. Side-by-side racing into 1. Take a look at the 11 car of Jackson. Makes a great move into second place. Bauer leads coming off of turn number 4, lap number 1. Into turn number 1, lap number 2. Bauer being pressed by Jackson. Cream rises to the top here at Madera in the dash. Coming off of turn number 4, Bauer continues to lead. Rogier, number 10, remains in third. The 12X car of Eckberg in fourth. Probably a practice session going on for Eckberg in fourth. Up the back straightaway now, Bauer in number 78. Through 3 and 4 for the last time. Up the front chute. Here we go. Checkered flag flies. Randy Bauer smokes him. And tonight, oh, and we got, is that Eck? Yes, Eckberg sideways coming off of turn number 4. right, here we go. Bob Burback for California Raceway Video. Jeff Christensen, Steve Hoffmaster here to cover the races at the great Madera Speedway. Here we go. Heat race number 1 in the Cam Modifieds. Into turn number 1 we go. Side by side racing up the back straightaway is Gassett in 78 and the 77 car of Mitch Taylor side by side racing. Terrific race here coming up the front straightaway. Mike Hammock in the 3 car of David Galliano are out of here. Let's take a look at the best race on the track now. The 98 car of Hammock, sorry, was in 3rd place. Galliano who's checked out. He's being pressed now by Taylor. Now, side by side through 3 and through 4. Now Taylor gets by. So it's Galliano, Taylor, Hammock, and Gassett. Up the front chute, David Galliano just doing a great job. And this guy is just plain old checked out. Taylor running in 2nd place, car number 77. Mike Hammock in 98 in 3rd, the 78 car of Gassett. That's a fond remembrance of Gassett in a race we covered here last year, winning his first ever feature event at the Madera Speedway. Spaced around the racetrack. Gassett now tries to make a move on the 96 car. Don't know that he's going to get the job done. Up the back straightaway now, the 3 car of Galliano into turn number 3 and out of 4 and up the front chute. Here we go. Checkered flag flies. Taylor's in 2nd. Hammock and Gassett 3rd and 4th. Number 21, Gino Vildosola in 5th position. California Asphalt Modified heat race number 1 in the books. That's Dave, I'm Bob. We'll be back with heat 2 in a minute. All right, California Asphalt Modified action, heat race number 2, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Oh boy, I don't know if they're going to get a start on this one. No deal. Yellow lights go on up the back straightaway. We'll try it again. All right, Fina flanked by Yetter. Greenway on the inside of the 2nd row. Then Vanderpool, your Trophy Dash winner, Pittman and Herzog. Here we go up the front straightaway. Green flag flies. This time, much better start. Into turn 1 they go. Yetter gets a nice run coming off of turn number 2 and takes the lead going up the back straightaway. Vanderpool, particularly hot tonight in the 17 car, comes from his 4th starting position into 2nd place. Fina, number 12, drops into 3rd. The 10 car of Herzog now pressing Fina. And gives him a little boot going into turn number 3. Let's get going. Yetter, a slick-looking modified, car number 22. Coming out of turn number 4, big for sale sign on the wing of Yetter's number 22. Apparently he's got a big block modified he's going to step into as soon as he gets finds a buyer for number 22. We wish Lee all the luck in the world. Side by side coming out of turn number 3. We figured, or 4, we figured this might happen. Lap number 3 now up the back straightaway, side by side. Still terrific race action here at Madera Speedway, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Coming out of turn number 4, the 10 car of Herzog and Fina continue to come real close to one another. 48 car of Pittman's got to kind of take a look at this. Up the back straightaway, still Yetter. The 17 car of Vanderpool in 2nd. Status quo up front. flashing in the evening air. Car number 22 off of turn 4. Checkered flag flies for Yetter. Had it handled all race long. So Lee Yetter in car number 22. Saw Lee run the dirt. 360 modifieds at Petaluma, actually 360 sprint cars at Petaluma, 1993. Western States USAC midget race action. Tom DuPont, Ron Marshall lead him off in turn number 4. Here we go, green flag flies. No problems, and it's the 0 car of Steve Payton sideways in turn number 2 for yellow for the first time. Let's take a second look at this. Payton just turning 17. Oh, DuPont checks up. Payton's got to get on the gas, and I think he gets punted by the 67 car. All right, we're going to do this one again. DuPont, Marshall, Tardini this time. Will be flanked by Scully, and here we go, coming off of turn number 4, green flag flies into turn number 1. Go back straightaway, and Marshall leads him. Scully gets into second. Scully's car number 56. They're still developing that. All right, now Hendricks, your fast time qualifier, starts to make his presence felt. Comes through the field very quickly. Hendricks, with Shelton being out with engine problems, this is an opportunity for Hendricks to challenge for the point lead here tonight. Up the back straightaway now. Look at this. It looks like a trophy dash into turn number 1. Scully looks to the outside. Now Hendricks looks underneath Scully. The 8 car of Marshall continues to hold them both off. Now Scully up around the top, side by side with Marshall, coming off of turn number 2. This time, Scully takes the lead, going up the back straightaway. Hendricks looks to the outside of Marshall. Marshall lifting that left front wheel, coming through 3 and through 4. 45 car of Screeton in 4th. Screeton now looks to the high side, going to school on the other 2. Oh, almost loses it through turn number 3. So Scully, Hendricks, Marshall, and Screeton as heat race number 1 winds down. Scully off of turn number 4, looking good. Now Hendricks starts to make up a little time up the front straightaway, but that car number 56 is really sticking. Here's a look at Payton at number 0, who had to go to the back after his spin, comes up for 5th. The 56 car of Scully maintains just about the same, pushing a little coming off of 4, but takes tonight's first checkered flag. USAC Western States competition. Shane Scully getting the buzz out of car number 56. Hendricks is in second. Ron Marshall holds on for 3rd, Screeton in 4th. Race number 2 is coming up. All right, coming out through 3 and through 4, Greg Tracy and Greg Nelson. The 2 Gregs lead him coming off of turn number 4. Oh, I don't know about that. Green flag flies. Up the back straightaway. Are we going to stay green into turn number 2? No, okay, we've got the yellow light going on up the back chute. Give this one another try. All right, Greg Tracy, Greg Nelson in the front row, Brian Toohey, Nick Mitchell in the second row, Johnny Capps and Lloyd Hemmon in the 3rd row. Here we come off of 4. Green flag flies this time. Good start going into turn number 1. BCRA regular car number 32, Greg Nelson takes the lead going up the back straightaway. Greg Nelson having nothing but trouble in qualifying, seems to have it a little bit more together here now, pressing Nelson up the back straightaway. The Greg and Greg show, and Nelson goes into 2nd place. Now Brian Toohey, car number 93, showing us a lot on the asphalt lately, moves into second, followed by Hansen in number 33. So Hansen, Scotty Hansen, moves into third place. Cream rises to the top here in heat race number 2. Almost 3 wide through 3. The 15 car of Tracy continues to hold him off, but boy, he's got some tigers right behind him. Hansen looking at the high line, I think that might be the right decision. Hansen comes off of turn number 4, Tui looks low, Hansen looks high. This is a thriller. Look at this automobile racing. Greg Tracy continues to hold off the high-flying Hansen, but that's it. Hansen up the back straightaway, takes the lead going into turn number 3. Now Sleepy Trip in car number 3X up from the back. Trip moves into third place, past Tui. So it's Hansen, now up around the top. Trip takes a look up top, side by side through 3 and through 4. Terrific racing action coming off of turn number 4. Trip looks down low this time. Tui tries to take a look up high. Doesn't quite work. Now Trip comes off of turn number 2 with a good run into 3 and takes second place. So it's Scott Hansen, Sleepy Trip, Greg Tracy and Brian Tui come across 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's a good look at Scott Hansen, car number 33. Last time USAC visited an asphalt raceway, Cajon Speedway, Scotty smoked him. We'll see him in the feature. Western States USAC heat race number 3, Jim Silva, Kinchin, Markham, Wally Pancratz, Clay Klepper, Floyd Alvis, Mark de Beaumont. Here we go. Fully inverted field. Great move by Pancratz. Gets into the lead coming through turn number 1. Oh, car number 19 having his problem. That's Jim Silva, your pole sitter. Obviously some handling problem. Oh, and Markham is sideways into turn number 1. Hangs on. Boy, he might have discovered something. Great run through 1 and through 2, third place. Markham in number 77. The 69 car now of Clay Klepper is in 4th position. Markham right down around the bottom like he was last lap, up the back straightaway now. Presses the 16 car of Kinchin. Through 3 and through 4. Klepper now starts to press Markham. Let's give a call to Clay Klepper. A great run at Cajon Speedway. Again, last time USAC Western States Midgets saw pavement. Through 3 and through 4 now. Markham smoking that right rear. Finally does get by the 16 car of Kitchen. Now up around the top in car number 51 is Mark de Beaumont. De Beaumont, your fast time qualifier in this group of cars, finally gets towards the front. Well, we haven't seen much of Wally in this one. Wally Pancratz makes a great run on lap number 1, turn number 1, and he's a straightaway ahead of the entire field. Markham in 77 with a nice move in turn number 1, lap number 3, still in second place, being pressed by Klepper, and then de Beaumont in car number 51. De Beaumont getting quicker on the pavement, currently runs second in points to Terry Tardidian BCRA competition. Up the front straightaway for the last time, Wally Pancratz. So it's Wally, Markham, Klepper, de Beaumont, Kinchin, Alvis, Silva, and Tuttle in heat race number 3. All right, here we go. Number 3's in the books. Wally smokes him. All right, WSMRA heat race number 1, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Mark Beck and Darren Rasconi flag. Heat race number 1. Here we go. Off of turn number 2, 66. Rasconi leads going into turn number 3. Up around the top, let's take a look at number 11. That's Rebel Jackson beginning to make his way towards the front. Jackson with a good run. Jackson now presses for second going up the back straightaway. Rebel Jackson got the inside line on the 98 car. Oh, Bob Biscioni, we got one sideways. Oh, and boy, big problems here on the front straightaway. We'll take a second look at it here. Got one stopped on the front chute, and it's the blue car number, oh man, 46, who hammers the 9 car of Rodney Rothgard. Gonna go red to clean this one up. And what a beautiful evening here. We have the Supermodifieds, and they're on the track, and we're going with heat race. We're back to green. Boy, I'll get it together here. Can't recommend greatest hits of the Wild Wild West anymore. Now Jackson diamonds off of turn number 4, 2 laps into the restart, and takes the lead up the back straightaway. Rebel Jackson, Darren Moscone. Take a look at Troy Regier as he tries to make his way towards the front. Andy Anderson in car number 91. Now Biscioni in 14. Regier coming out of turn number 4. Diamonds to O. It's close going into turn number 1. Regier up the back straightaway. Gets in 3rd position. Gets into 4th position. Randy Anderson currently holds down 3rd. Car number 66. Good look at Darren Rusconi as he comes through 3 and through 4. Jackson's checked out. How many times have we seen this at Madera Speedway? Rebel Jackson on the gas and on the gas hard up the front straightaway takes yet another checkered flag. Rusconi's in 2nd, Regier is 3rd, and Randy Anderson is in 4th. All right, good look at the Rebel man. This guy's got this place figured out. Rebel Jackson wins heat race number 1. On the pole, Joe Brizelak, Harold Evans, and 2nd row, Gene LaPierre, flanked by Dan Hayes. Carl Mott in the 3rd row, Lance Tetro. Here we go, green flag flies, going into turn number 1 with a big run coming off his outside pole position. Harold Evans moves into the lead. Take a look at your fast time qualifier right now. That's Mark Ekberg in car number 12X. Making his way towards the front. Here's everybody else coming through too. Hayes in number 22 comes under the high fly number 37 of Evans and into the lead. Look at these Supermodifieds glisten in the late afternoon sun here at Madera, coming through turn number 1. Some of the finest looking race cars on the planet. Ekberg continues to make his way towards the front. Car number 12X. Randy Bauer, number 78, your Trophy Dash winner, having a little less luck getting through the field here in heat race number 2. Up the front straightaway, Dan Hayes. Lance Tatro. Another look at Hayes back in the first full season after sustaining severe injuries early in the season last year. That happening at Eureka, California. Great to see Dan back in the ride up the front straightaway now. 2nd, Tatro in 72. Boy, picking him up and laying him down. Checkered flag flies. This was a quick one. Their 2nd heat race. Dan Hayes, Lance Tatro, Randy Bauer, Evans, and Ekberg finishes in 5th position. He may be handicapped in the feature for that finish. The 22 car wins this one. We'll be back. United States Auto Club, Western States semi-main action. We're going to take 8 from this field. On the pole is Chad Nichols, your fast qualifier in this group of cars, flanked by Floyd Elvis, Lloyd Hemmon, and Terry Tardini share the 6th row. Here we go up the front straightaway, and the green flag flies. And with a big run up the front straightaway is Chad Nichols, and Nichols just flies. Oh, Camps makes a nice run on the inside of Tardini, moving into turn number 3. 3 wide for just a second. Tardini looks, he's like, well, we're yellow. All right, we're going to try this one again. Nichols, Elvis, Hemmon, Tardini, Caps, Kitchen, Payton. Here we go, coming off of turn number 4. This time the green flag flies again. Nichols gets another great run on Elvis and moves into the lead. The 7 car of Hemmon moves into 3rd place. Caps once again does a nice run up the back straightaway. The 3 wide coming out of 4. Tardini this time maintains 4th position going to the front. Remember, we'll take 8 out of this, the semi-main. Oh, we got one stopped here, the 48 car coming off of turn number 4 of Tuttle. We'll go get him and do this again. All right, here we go, Nichols, Elvis, the 7 car of Hemmon. Then Tardini in 64. Going 10 laps in this one. We got 2 in the books. The green flag flies. This time Nichols through 1 and through 2. Elvis in 2nd. Hemmon in yellow, car number 7 in a row around the outside, taking a look. Elvis holds them off. Elvis once again in car number 18. Sporting that Volkswagen power plant. Oh, now Tardini makes a nice run on Hemmon coming out of turn number 2 into turn number 3 into 3rd place. Caps in 4th, Payton in 5th. Remember, Payton had that problem in his heat race. Getting sideways, did not make the transfer through his heat. This time Tardini gets by Elvis. Elvis, a multi-time champion with the Bay Cities Racing Association. Side by side, Caps. And, oh, Payton! Payton gets up over Caps' left rear. Oh, in an instant, that car was in the cockpit with Caps. Wow, that happened fast. Let's take a look at it from our infield cameraman, Steve Hoffmaster. Oh, absolutely dead on it. You can see it didn't get in the cockpit. It got into the bar just beside Caps. But man, that happened instantaneously. Another look. We're going to slow it down. Watch when these. Wow. Within inches of getting in the cockpit. Scary moment here in USAC Western States action. Seems like it's been a while, but here comes Nichols off of turn number 4, green flag racing. Nichols, Elvis, Tardini. Hemmon in number 7. And we're yellow again. All right, race fans, coming off of turn number 4, we're going to go green. That'll be our mystery yellow. Perhaps they didn't like the way that one restarted the last time. This time they're equally spaced apart by about 12 car lengths. So the green flag flies. The 67 car of Nichols continues to just check out. Elvis lifts that left front coming through 3 and through 4. Caps now begins to make his way back towards the front. After that altercation with Payton in turn number 4. Caps up all around the top. A little bit sideways. Tom DuPont in car number 3 is the next victim as Caps begins to make his way back towards the front. This is going to be important because we're taking 8. Tardini in 64 continues to get, well, he gets by Elvis now into 2nd place. Taking a look at the best race on the track, and that was, of course, Caps coming through the field. Now Tarditi gets into second past Albus. Nichols in number 67 through 3 and through 4. As you can see, he's maybe got, maybe 3/4 of the straightaway on Tarditi, and here comes Caps. Whoa, really sideways through 3 and through 4, comes up the back, or 1 and 2, comes up the back straightaway and gets past Nelson. Checkers fly. And Caps is going to come through in 5th position. A great ride from the back after having his problems with Payton over here in turn number 4 earlier in the race. So Chad Nichols takes the semi. We'll be back with the feature in a little bit. California Asphalt Modifieds, it's time to cinch up the belts, bolt on the wings. We're going to go for 35 laps up the back straightaway. Mitch Taylor's on the pole. David Galliano's on the outside. Ron Fina's in the second row, flanked by David Gassick. Then George Greenway, Lee Yetter, Dan Vanderpool, and Lauren Reed. And here we go, and the green flag flies. Boy, what a jump for the 77 car of Taylor. Going up the back straightaway. Yeah, I guess it's a good green. Up the front straightaway, we complete lap number 1. So, and Taylor sideways it. Oh, look at this, spinning through the infield. Oh, what a tough break. And we're staying green, it looks like, so big problems. Spinning out. Oh, no, we do go yellow, all right. Mitch Taylor. All right, David Galliano inherits the lead. Fina in second. Gassett in number 78. You're going to want to watch him in this one. Up the front straightaway, the green banner flies one more time. California Asphalt Modified action here at Madera Speedway, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Galliano is starting to put some distance between himself and second place Fina. In car number 12, let's take a look back in the field here. We got Lauren Reed coming. Oh, problems for your, it looks like problems for your trophy. Oh, we're yellow. And oh, we've got a problem here in the infield, and it's the number 9 car of Marty Wagner. So we take a look at the track, see if there's any fluids. Looks like it's ready for green flag racing once again. So Galliano in car number 3, that's the Dave part of the Galliano equation, leads going up the back straightaway, and we're sideways. Look at that right front tire with, oh, and we're still spinning and crashing here on the front straightaway. It's the 8 car. Look at this, it's George Greenway. Are we gonna? All right, so here we go. Gassett continues to run in second place. Greenway is in third. And we're gonna get the green up the front straightaway this time. Galliano now, Gassett makes a nice run around the top. Perhaps that car's going a little quicker without its front end body work. David Gassett, one of the nice guys in the pits here at Madera. California. Now Yetter takes a look up on top of Greenway and moves into third place. Maybe it's Lee Yetter's night. Great race action going into turn 1. That's Reed in the 7 car. Now falls into 5th behind Greenway. David Galliano just plain checked out. Let's take a look at Dave as he powers into turn number 3. This guy's got it figured out here tonight. Off of 4, now second, third through 6. As you can see, oh, it looked like Galliano came off of 4 and brushed the wall just a bit there. Dust coming up. Don't want to be doing that too many times. Dan Vanderpool, your Trophy Dash winner, currently resides in 6th position. So Gassett continues to run in 2nd. Galliano is just plain checked out. Yetter is in 3rd. Greenway in 4th. Lauren Reed in 5th position. Now lap traffic gets in the mix. Galliano goes by the other half of the Galliano equation and into turn number 3. Lap traffic making all the difference here as Yetter now presses Gassett. Side-by-side racing action coming out of turn number 4. Check it out, David Gassett up around the top, Lee Yetter around the bottom, and we're yellow yet again. Oh, we got 3 of them stopped over here in turn number 2. All right, we're back and we're green up the front straightaway. Galliano continues to lead. Lap traffic between himself and second place Gassett in car number 78. So Gassett and Reed running for 3rd and 4th. Yetter is in 2nd. Yetter clears lap traffic, but your 3rd, 4th, 5th on back being badly, oh, problems there for the 48 car. Has to get out of the gas big time. That's Bill Pittman. Real hot shoe here in Cam Modified Racing. As a matter of fact, the president of the association. Now he's side by side with Greenway up the back straightaway. Greenway gets into lap traffic now. Pittman diamonds down off of turn number 4, cuts off the 17 car of Vanderpool. Now the car number 6. How they're getting through lap traffic may well determine how this feature event plays out. But the one thing that has been a constant since the beginning of the race, well actually since Taylor spun out, and that is that David Galliano has just checked out. The other Galliano, as we say, the other part of the equation, lap traffic here tonight, not as quick as we normally see. Car number 6. Gassett currently runs in 3rd. David Gassett, car number 78. Camera friendly, red, orange numeral, number 78. Well, yellow numeral, number 78. Let's take a look at your leader. Talk about the guy who's got a handle on this thing. David Galliano, 2nd place Lee Yetter at number 22. Here's another look at Galliano as he comes up the back straightaway. Go to school on this guy tonight. Now Yetter, while not catching him really quickly, has begun to reel in the 3 car just a bit, but more than that, Lauren Reed in the silver 7 has begun to reel in Yetter, and this is starting to get interesting. Once again, Galliano comes up on lap traffic, however it is a relative, so I think he'll probably get by there fairly quickly once car number 6 recognizes that Brother David is on the inside. David takes off like a big bird up the back straightaway, picking him up and laying him down. Now Reed, oh, lap traffic, Galliano. Reed chooses the low side. Yetter chooses the high side, and then, oh, look at this. Reed tries to take advantage. Yetter, oh, Reed on the inside of Galliano. Yetter has to fall in behind Reed. Reed takes 2nd place. So it's Galliano, Reed, and Yetter. George Greenway, Bill Pittman, David Gassett. Gassett having his problems in the waning laps here. Going into tonight's race, Lauren Reed was your top. Now Pittman underneath Gassett. And Pittman gets the position. Lauren Reed currently in the lead. Reed's in the lead in the points here in CAM modified action with 151 points, followed by Pittman, Fina, Bill Dosta, Greenway, and Taylor. Taylor, of course, out of tonight's action from a point stand. Good look at Lauren Reed up the back straightaway, your point leader. And with his second place, should he finish second in tonight's race, Reed, I suspect, would maintain the CAM modified point lead. California Asphalt Modifieds now coming out of turn number 4, and Reed just does not seem to be able to dig into car number 3's lead through 3 and through 4 up the front straightaway. Here we go, and the checkered flag flies. David Galliano wins this thing. Going away, Lauren Reed is in second. Lee Yetter, nice ride for third. George Greenway, Bill Pittman gets gassed with a couple of laps left to go. There's a look at David. Terrific race. All right, here we go, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. It's the feature event, main event time for the USAC Western States Midget Action, co-sanctioned tonight by the BCRA, Bay Cities Racing Association, the West Coast's oldest sanctioning body. Floyd Alvis is on the pole, Scott Hansen on the outside, Nichols on the inside of the second row, Mark de Beaumont on the outside of the second row, car number 3X, Sleepy Trip on the inside of row number 3, flanked by your fast time qualifier, Rick Hendricks, who looks to have a big night tonight with Shelton out of the picture, having problems. We're green, we're going into one. Hansen leads going up the back straightaway by a wide margin. Oh, big problems on the front straightaway. Everybody straightens it out. Your fast time qualifier in Burton 6, Hendricks starts 6, is third at the conclusion of one lap. So that entire outside row moves to the front. Wheel-to-wheel mid-pack action here. Hansen, de Beaumont, and Hendricks. That was your second, fourth, and sixth starters. Now Hendricks makes a move on de Beaumont down around the inside. Oh, Hendricks slides up side by side coming out of turn number 2. This is a thriller. Oh, this is a good automobile race. Hendricks comes from 6th to 2nd in a matter of 3 circuits around this Madera 1/3 mile paved racetrack at the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Scott Hansen continues to lead this by about, oh, you'd have to say 6 or 8 car lengths. Hendricks bottoms out coming through turn number 2. Now the 67 car of Nichols, a Madera resident, he's starting to stick and go towards the front. We're running 30 laps tonight in USAC Western States competition, co-sanctioned by the Bay Cities Racing Association. In 5th, Sleepy Trip, going for win number 100 in USAC Western States competition. Oh, action in the back. We have the Ford lifting that left front off the ground. Wally Pancratz in car number 31, doing a great job coming from the back. Wally in number 31, not a particularly good qualifying time here tonight. So Wally, if we can take a look where Wally started. Wally Pancratz starting in 11th starting position, so he's made up 4 or 5 positions here in the first 4 or 5 laps. So let's keep an eye on Wally, still in the hunt for USAC Western States points. De Beaumont now being pressed by the 67 car. You might recall that it was Hendricks at Cajon being pressed by Hansen. Can Hendricks return the favor? Looks like he's creeping up on him, but the best race on the track right now is for 3rd. And with California Raceway Video, we'll always try to show you the best race on the track. Look at this, 3rd through 6th. Drop a blanket over him. Oh, Nichols just inching up on the right rear of the 51 car of de Beaumont, but de Beaumont gets a nice run coming off of 4 each time. Is Tripp going to be able to take advantage of that? Side by side into turn number 3. This is 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th you're looking at right now. Once again, we got to give a call to Clay Klepper on the pavement. This guy is right there. Still side by side for 4th. It's gone for 2 laps this way. Now Nichols looks on the high side. Tripp stays down low. De Beaumont continues to hold them both off. Look at this stuff. This is a thriller. Now Nichols gets a run off of 2, but de Beaumont, let's check it out. Yeah, once again gets that great run off in turn number 4. Now Klepper gets, oh, and Klepper and Tripp get together. Klepper makes a good move on Tripp. Oh no, Clay is sideways in the grass off of turn number 2. Here's another look at it. Klepper makes a nice move, but he comes up the racetrack sideways, and Tripp punts him in the left rear. Puts him sideways. Oh, tough night for Clay. All right, we're halfway into this. The 33 car of Hansen leads Hendricks, and kind of like at Cajon Speedway, a yellow flag allowed Hansen to catch up with Hendricks. Let's see if this works the same way for Hendricks into turn number 1. The 33 car of Hansen being pressed now by Hendricks. Boy, Hendricks bounces coming off of turn number 2 on the gas hard. Engines are screaming here. Coming up the front straightaway now, the 51 car of de Beaumont. Still being pressed by Nichols. That hasn't changed a whole lot. Is that Wally in 31? It is. It's Wally Pancratz up to 5th starting position now from his, or 5th position from his 11th starting position. I see he's in 6th. So Wally Pancratz making so far the move of the night. We're yellow one more time. Let's see what's going on. Oh, the 19 car stopped over in turn number 3. All right, we've got 13 laps to go. It's a good look at the field as it begins to form up behind the pace car. Green flag flies, here we go. This time a nice move by Nichols. Sideways out of turn number 2 is the 12 car of Hendricks, and that's going to cost him a couple of car lengths, and it sure does. Boy, that Hansen car sticks going into turn number 1. It's like a slot car. Did you see that time? He just pitched it in there, and that car stuck straight. Let's take another look at this. Boy, it's raced for 3rd, 4th, actually 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now, Pancratz in 5th. He's doing a great job up around the outside now. It's Scully. Scully's starting to make his presence known. Move out of the way, I'm coming through. Shane Scully. Here's Hansen and Hendricks now. Hendricks, well, it seems to be that same maybe 4, 5, 6 car lengths down the straightaway. And all start-finish lines are on the straightaway, so Scully in that experimental Dryden number 56. That's a very unusual and very interesting looking car. Should you happen to pass it in the pit, Shane Scully in number 56 finally getting that car dialed in. We saw him doing a lot of passing in his heat race. Now up the back straightaway, Hansen into turn number 3. Still about that same interval. Now Nichols has been able to pull away from de Beaumont just a little bit, but here comes Wally. Captain Wally doing a great job up from his 11th starting position, now challenging for 4th. Now Scully challenging for 6th. Terrific races all over the place. Now here's a look at Klepper as he tries to get through. Gives Cap a tap coming up the front straightaway. Not going to be too long before lap traffic begins to play a part. in this race for the lead. Now the 3 car of Tripp does get by into 5th position. So again, lap traffic now. Now the leaders are going to encounter lap traffic. How they manipulate this traffic may well determine who's going to win this race. Up behind Elvis now comes the 33 car of Hansen. Oh, and he's being held up bad, coming off of turn number 4, now into turn number 1. Oh, he gets into Elvis. Elvis turns right into Hendricks. That's Hendricks. Oh no, drama here at Madera. Hendricks with every opportunity to take the point lead here tonight. May have had that opportunity taken away in this incident in turn number 1. We're going to take a look at this another time. As you can see, Elvis very slow going into turn number 1. Hansen comes in and punts him, and Elvis turns right into the path of 2nd place, Hendricks. Oh. Man, what a tough break for Rick Hendricks. All right, we're going to go green, white, checkered. Here they are coming off of turn number 4. The green flag flies. Hansen up the back straightaway. So Scotty Hansen with his major competition out because of an accident. We haven't seen Nichols being able to do the same kind of lap time that Hansen did. All right, the white flag is flown for Hansen up the back straightaway through 3 and 4 for the last time. Scotty Hansen wins feature event number 2 in USAC Western States competition. A great run. All right, Scotty Hansen, 2nd in a row on the pavement, 2nd of his career. Where did this expertise on the pavement come from? Hansen, Nichols, Wally Pankratz, and Tripp follows. All right, race fans, WSMRA Modifieds on parade. We're going 75, count on 75 laps in the Vukovich Memorial. Regier's on the pole, Art Bigioni on the outside, Carl Mott flanked by Dan Hayes in row number 2. Bob Bigioni and Randy Anderson make up row number 3. In row number 4, Lance Tatro, Rebel Jackson. In the 5th row, Randy Bauer in car number 78 and Gene LaPierre. Darren Rasconi, Harold Evans, Joe Prislak. Here we go, we're going to go green this time, coming off of turn number 4. It's up to Rogier and Bigioni. Rogier gets a nice run coming off of turn number 4. The green flag flies. We're going 75 laps in the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Rogier leads going up the back straightaway. All right, feel the thunder. These modifieds shake the ground. Drag racers to turn left. Here we go. All right, leading this one as it shakes out after 2 laps. Regier in number 10. Carl Mott is in 2nd. In 3rd place, Bigioni maintains 3rd for the time being. Dan Hayes currently runs in 4th. We're taking a look back here at the 12X car of Mark Eckberg and Randy Bauer in number 78. These 2 cars did not transfer to the front starting positions due to the fact that they finished out of the transfer in their heats. In other words, they didn't finish 4th or better in their heats. So they were handicapped to the rear of this field. However, with 75 laps, oh, look at this. Up the back straightaway now, Bauer and Eckberg, 2 real hot shoes here in Madera, having a great race. Rebel Jackson in number 11, winner of heat race number 2, doesn't seem to be making the progress towards the front that we might have thought, but it is early in the race. At this being a 75 lapper, it could very well be that strategy plays an important part here tonight at Madera Speedway. Mott maintains 2nd. Just look at Bigioni as he goes up the back straightaway in third place. It should be noted that regulars here, Davey Hamilton and Paul Durant, are not here tonight, obviously, in Indianapolis, attempting to qualify for the Indianapolis 500. Hamilton getting in last week, and of course Durant attempting this weekend to get in. As a matter of fact, today we really don't have any results from Indianapolis right now, but it appears that Durant is going to take one of the A.J. Foyt rides. Now here we go into turn number 1 through 2. Dan Hayes in car number 22 starts to make his presence known. After riding around for the first 10, 12 laps of this race, Hayes begins to make his way towards the front. Regier continues to lead. Mott continues to run in second place. Mott really not being able to make up much time on Regier. It appears that each of the first 4 cars attempting to pace themselves here in the early going. Yeah, more about that Davey Hamilton, Paul Durant situation. Of course, you know, injuries to Scott Sharp and Johnny O'Connell have kept 2 of Foyt's drivers out of the seat. On Davey Hamilton's recommendation now for third, Hayes gets up underneath Bigioni, and Bigioni 2 slips up underneath. Oh, we got that wrong. Now second place is sideways in turn number 4. Big problems now for Karl Mott. Oh no! Drama here during the Vukovich Classic. And the 66 car sideways here on the front chute, Darren Rasconi. We'll have to see how this shakes out. We're 18 laps into the 75 lap event. Regier continues to lead. All right, in these extra distance events with the WSMRA, I think it's important to point out that the first 5 laps of any yellow flag are counted towards the total laps, but your car, when it is stopped, is not counted down those laps. In other words, if you restart and go to the back of the pack, you are not penalized those laps down. Now here we go for third. Oh, look at Ekberg. Ekberg makes a great run from 5th into 4th. Now he's got to run on Bigioni, and the way Ekberg comes off of turn number 4, oh, I thought he might be able to get 2 cars in 1 lap, but that's not happening. Bigioni pretty quick, but now Ekberg diamonds down off of turn number 2, challenging for 3rd position, and he loses it. Ekberg is sideways on turn number 3, and he'll go to the back. We're 1/3 of the way through it. Here's another look at it, and Ekberg, well, I guess race fans, everybody loses it from time to time. Mark did that time. All right, once again, Ekberg will have to come from the back. We're going to go green this time with 31 laps in the books. Of course, we counted 5 laps under the yellow, but no one is penalized laps down, and this time Jackson comes off at turn number 2 and is challenging for 3rd. And oh yeah, he gets 5. Little wheel rubbing action there coming off at turn number 4. We'll get back to our commentary about Indianapolis and WSMRA participants here in a little bit as soon as this settles down a little bit. But right now, Ekberg up around the top is making his way towards the front, bit between his teeth. Bigioni in 14, up high on the track, might be losing the handle on that car. Bigioni doing a great job earlier on. Jackson in number 11. WSMRA point leader, Rebel Jackson, car number 11. Troy Regier continues to lead. It's been this way for 37 laps into turn number 1. Now Hayes begins to gobble up some territory here. While not challenging, he's certainly, the real estate in between the two is becoming less and less. The 11 car of Jackson through 3 and 4, being pressed hard. by the 98 of Bobby Biggio. Getting back to that Indianapolis story, Paul Durant has been assigned to one of A.J. Foyt's 4 cars that is scheduled to run at the Indianapolis 500 here. And on the advice from Davey Hamilton, A.J. Foyt approach. Oh, and now around the outside, Rogier begins to get into lap traffic. All right, that was a little close for a little while there, but he keeps it going. Meanwhile, Ekberg continues to carve his way towards the front. And Hayes is making up time on Rogier now. I like these long distance. Oh, sideways in one, the 37 car. That's Evans, and he's sideways, Harold Evans. All right, we're going to take another look at this. Coming into turn number 1. Oh, has to check up when the 66 car travels up the track. Thought he might be able to keep it running. We're 39 laps into this one. We're 40 laps into this one. All right, we're green. Here we go. Up the front straightaway. Green flag flies. Lap traffic car number 66 gives the leaders the line. Good sportsmanship all the way around. So 1 through 7, you see them there in your screen right now. Nose to tail action here. Western. Side by side, Bauer and Anderson. Anderson in the 91 car. Boy, every time he hammers the brakes going into turn number 3, we see sparks fly from the 91 car. Maybe he just doesn't have the handle that Anderson normally has. Now Ekberg gets under Bauer, I think, while Bauer was kind of paying attention to Anderson. Now it's close. Bobby Biggio now pressing the 11 car of Jackson. Jackson in 3rd place now begins to reel in his former car owner, Dan Hayes. Meanwhile, Ekberg continues to run hard and hot and heavy coming through the field. He is currently in 5th after his problem spinning out earlier in turn number 3. So maybe we can complete this story anyway. Paul Durant, Supermodified star here at Madera Speedway, on the advice of Davey Hamilton to A.J. Foyt, was approached by Foyt to put the Scott Sharp number 1 car in the field. So how that went today, we still don't know, but we think Durant has a real good chance of getting into his first ever Indianapolis 500. USAC Western State star Billy Boat is in the field, also in a Foyt car. Here we go, lap traffic. Both of the leaders get through. Tell me the IRL isn't great. Steve Kinzer, Billy Boat, Davey Hamilton, Paul Durant, all perhaps, well, we don't know about Durant, but it's likely that Durant will get into this year's Indianapolis 500. Tell me this isn't a way now for the super modified drivers, open wheel experts, short track racing. There's now a way to get to the Indianapolis 500. As far as I'm concerned, CART can stay in Brazil. All right, here we go, as now Hayes begins to close up on Rogier. Biggio now becomes lap traffic early on, a real player. Here now we're side by side for the lead in turn number 3. Oh, they bang each other coming out of turn number 4. This one's heating up. Maybe next year we'll get Troy Rogier and Rebel Jackson in the Indianapolis 500. Rogier up the back straightaway once again, pulls 3-4 car lengths after that altercation coming out of turn number 4. Hayes now, oh, and now Ekberg slides by Jackson. Oh, Ekberg's on a tear, having to come from the back to the front. Now he's had to come from the back to the front again. Now Bobby Bigioni comes up underneath Jackson, and the handle's gone away on car number 11. Black, white numeral, number 11. I suspect that Jackson is beginning to experience a problem of some kind, if not handling, certainly perhaps mechanical. Now out of turn number 4, once again, Hayes begins to make up territory. Rebel Jackson in a Jeff Helton, number 11. Oh, now here's lap traffic, and Regier, oh, maybe he didn't flip the throttle. I thought he might have had to. Perhaps not. Maintains the same distance. Now Hayes, halfway up the track, seems to have found something there. His car is sticking. He's been down below before, but having to move up to the top, he's beginning to reel in the 10 car of Regier. Now Regier and Hayes, I think Hayes has found something about, oh, maybe halfway to 2/3 of the way up the track. He's coming off a 4 and off a 2 like a rocket. But once again, Regier, when he gets clean track ahead of him, puts 2 or 3 car lengths on the 22 car of Hayes. Rebel Jackson is followed by Troy Regier, Paul Durant, and Randy Bauer in the points race here. Oh, we got a problem in turn number 4. Oh, for the second time tonight, sideways in turn number 4. Car number 66 will take another look at this, see what we see. Oh, and it's the 72 car. All right, we're green here. We come up in turn number 4. Oh, and that looks like a good start. Dan Hayes and Regier come side by side off of turn number 4. Hayes is not allowed to pass until they're past that white line right there, and I think that was a good pass. Oh, and now Regier and Ekberg get together coming off a oh, and Regier hammers the gas and smokes the rear tires going up the back straightaway. Wow, an impressive restart here by Hayes. Why Regier was so high on the track, I really can't say, but Hayes diamonds down off a 4 with momentum. We'll have to see how they call that, but we think that was a good start by Hayes. Anyway, if there's another yellow, they may penalize him if it was not, or we'll wait till the end of this race to see if it was. But real drama here at the Vukovich Classic, the 16th annual Vukovich Classic. Yeah, Paul Durant. Oh, and it's checkered flag. Checkered flag caught us by surprise. Sorry, didn't see the white, but there it is. Dan Hayes on that restart wins it. Ekberg's in second, Bobby Bigioni third, Regier holds on for fourth, Rebel Jackson fifth, Anderson, Bauer, Jean LaPierre. All right, here we go. Dan Hayes, his first win in over 2 years, coming back from serious injuries sustained last year at Eureka, California. Boy, there's a happy camper. All right, the crowd roars. Here's his wife. Oh, big kiss. Yeah, happy. What a happy crew, happy wife. Danny Hayes in car number 22X brings it home. Mark Ekberg in a virtuoso ride for second position. Great run.
All right, we've got with us now the winner of the 75-lap WSMRA Supermodified main event in the 16th annual Vukovich Classic, Dan Hayes. Dan, before we present the ring to the annual winner, tell us what was going on out there.
Basically, the first half or 3/4 of the race, crew guys were just trying to keep me ahead of who was behind me. I didn't want to get, behind Troy. I kind of figured he was going to be the one to beat here at the end, and we were able to do that pretty easy and fairly quickly. Then it was just kind of tire management. The tires, we put us on a great tire, and due to the heat, we've been really hard on them today. So it was just basically tire management, trying to watch what was going on. And saw Troy start loosening up about 20 laps to go, and kind of thought we'd have a chance. We got behind him, and restart gave us that opportunity, and we were able to put it back for us.
Did you know where Ekberg was?
Yeah, they told me Ekberg was there on the restart, and I thought it was all over. Then he, about a lap and a half into it, he picked up about a half a second for the last few laps. But it's really great. We've been winless as far as the 22 car for about a year and a half. The crew and my wife and myself really needed it here. We've, obviously with Rebel last 4 years had a lot of wins with the Hannibal race team, but this is just great to get one here for the 22 car.
What will have to be done to the car now to get ready for Altamont tomorrow?
Basically, we'll go through about a 2 to 3 hour maintenance program that we do back at the shop. It's a short program. We'll check stuff out for cracks. We got tires mounted already on spare wheels. Check the motor out real good. Change oils, things of that nature. Give the thing a real good bath. Check over everything so it ain't broken. Get up about 4 o'clock tomorrow and head to the next racetrack. Yeah, it's like a dirt sprint cars here. So.
Do you think that you're going to be able to get much sleep tonight?
I've got it.
Kelly, you want to come on over here and here's the ring. This is the ring that goes to the annual winner of the Vukovich Classic. And in 1997, our Vukovich Classic winner, Dan Hayes, Hannibal Racing Team.
Thank you. That's really neat. Vukovich is a great one.
That's why he wants to
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Good luck to you tomorrow at Altamont. Good luck the rest of the season, and we'll see you back here July 4th.
Yeah, looking forward to coming back here when it's about 115.
We're here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Roger Galliano, the winner tonight of the Camp 360 30-lap main event in the Vukovich Classic. Roger, first win of the year. How do you feel?
It was a good win. It's our third Vukovich, I guess, in 5 years. It's a very important race, probably the most important of the year. I'd like to thank Dan Bernard for getting the motor going tonight.
How's that?
The chassis worked real good, and the car was perfect.
Tell me something, as the defending track champion in the 360s, were you starting to feel any pressure with Lauren Reed having won the first race, Vanderpool having won the last time out? Was pressure starting to mount on you to win one?
No, there's no pressure to do that. We were behind all last year, and we got some breaks at the end, and it's a long season, so it's too early to worry about the championship. We just got to worry about getting the car going every race with the luck we've been having. So.
What's next for you now? I mean, do you have work that you've got to do on the car?
Well, we're going to go home, and I guess we've got Altamont in the morning. Hey! But no, the car's in good shape, and change the tire too, and I think we'll be ready.
Long trip over to Altamont, huh?
2 hours, and just early in the morning, because 9 o'clock we got out laps, and noon we're qualifying, and 1 o'clock's the race. So it'll be a long weekend before we're done.
It's your defending track champion in the 360 Modifieds. Kelly Noble, you want to move on in here and present the ring to Roger Galliano, winner tonight of the 360
Look, baby, Daddy gets
30-lap main event.
We're going to talk with Scott Hansen now, winner of the Midget main event tonight. Scott, looked like the car was handling very, very well for you.
Yeah, it was working real good. Actually, last time we were here, the car was working good. The race got short. I shot at that one, but the race got short a little bit, so I had to make up for it tonight.
Did you know, were you aware of what was going on behind you and around you on lap 28 when you were on the inside and Shelton was, I think, trying to get around you on the outside?
Yeah, well, it was Rick Hendricks.
I mean, Hendricks, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and, I came up on lap traffic and, I just got in a little bit faster than he was going, and, I ran in the back of him, and I didn't mean to do it, but, it happened, and nothing I can do about it right now.
You must like Madera. You were third in the season opener, and then you come back and you win tonight. The track to your liking?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty good. We got the car working better, so it makes it a lot better. But we won down in Oklahoma a couple of weeks ago, and won up here.
Picked up some valuable points tonight in the process.
Yeah, we did. Ricky had some problems with his motor early, so this kind of helped us out a bunch.
Kelly, the ring.
Oh, we got a ring.
Here we go.
Where's this go?
Scott Hansen, the winner of the combined USAC BCRA Midgets 30-lap main event tonight.
Did we get married or what?
Congratulations, Scott. Good night for you.
All right, thanks. I just want to thank my sponsors, LNS, Tool Engineering, Hoosier Tire, and all my pit crew and everybody that helped out. I couldn't do it without these guys.
Great. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations to all 3 feature event winners here tonight. Dan Hayes in the Supermodifieds, Scotty Hansen in the USAC Western States BCRA race, and David Galliano. This is Bob Burback for Jeff Christensen, Raw Productions, with Steve Hoffmaster taking the shots from the infield. Your current USAC Western States points at the end of tonight, Rick Hendricks does take the lead. Ricky Shelton falls to second.